This is your tutor, and today we're going to be learning about the market. This is Edexcel A-level business specification, and these are the points that you're going to need to hit and really know before you go into that exam. First of all, you're going to need to know about mass markets and niche markets. You're going to need to know about dynamic markets. You're going to learn how competition affects the market, and you're finally going to learn the difference between risk and uncertainty. Mass markets. The definition for a mass market is targeting a large population of the market with a generic product. This requires production on a large scale and investment in capacity. Now I want you to pause the video for a couple of seconds and think of examples of a mass market. Now two examples that I've already thought of are McDonald's, because they target a large population of the market with a generic product. Another example can be Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola also target a large population of the market with a generic product. An advantage of mass markets is that there is potential for high sales revenue. A disadvantage of mass markets is that they may compete with many other businesses in the market. Let's take a look at the definitions for niche markets. A niche market is targeting a small population of the market with a specialized product, and the production is on a small scale. Now, an example of niche markets is slightly more tricky, but once again, I want you to pause the video and think of some examples of a niche market. An example that I thought of was special toothpaste targeting people with gum disease. An advantage of niche markets is that there are low volumes but high profit margins. A disadvantage for niche markets is that there are few competitors but a limited number of potential customers. Let's take a look at the definition for dynamic markets. Dynamic markets are markets that are subject to rapid or continuous change. An example of dynamic markets is the growth of online fashion sales in the UK. An advantage of dynamic markets is that there are opportunities for fast growth. A disadvantage for dynamic markets is that owners need IT skills. Let's take a look at how markets change. Markets can change through economic growth, demographic changes, changes in legislation, social change, and finally innovation. Overall, it is the needs and characteristics of the customers that drive the dynamic changes within a market. Let's take a look at how a business can adapt to change. A business must be flexible in the way they operate. They must carry out market research to have a better understanding of their customers, investment in new technology, people and products, and finally a continuous improvement and the ongoing desire to be better at what they do. Now let's take a look at how competition affects a market. Competition will either affect customers or business. High competition will mean for a business that there is incentive to innovate and get better. It will also mean that a business will have to focus to improve efficiencies. Low competition, for a business, this will mean that they can dominate the market and also set high prices. High competition, for customers, this means that there is good value for money, and it also means there is lots of choice. Low competition, for customers, this will mean that there's limited choice and also high prices. Finally, let's take a look at the difference between risk and uncertainty. Risk is there because entrepreneurs commit resources that could be lost. On the other hand, uncertainty is there because businesses operate in an ever-changing environment. Done.